So we're going to talk about scaling teams, as Laurel mentioned. So what does that mean? So we're going to talk about teams that are growing fast, the problems that come from growing really fast, and then hopefully give you some guidelines on how we can avoid those problems as you grow. So the content for this talk is based on my experience, as Laurel mentioned, at Twitter, but a bunch of other companies have been doing this for, almost 25 years now. But also based on the experience of my good friend Alexander Gross. He and I are working on a book together with O'Reilly on this subject. He used to work at SoundCloud and is now at Issue. And in putting together the book, we've been interviewing lots of different founders, VPEs, leaders at different technology companies. And so that's what we've been trying to distill all that collective knowledge about what works and what doesn't down into the book, and hopefully provide you with somewhat of an overview in this talk. First I want to kind of set the stage, give what I think is a fairly common tale of startup growth. These things seem to always start over a napkin sketch. A couple of founders get together and decide they're going to build something cool. So they put a team together, they start iterating on a product idea, build some prototypes. Maybe half a dozen or a dozen people are iterating. And in these early days, things are really exciting, and the work feels really easy because it's so efficient. Like the team can communicate really easily with each other. They're all in one room, and things are going really fast. And hopefully, if they, what every startup hopes for is that they have sort of their Twitter South by Southwest moment, the thing that they've been building and the audience for that thing come together and things really take off. And at this point, the team has a really great problem on their hands, which is that things are probably scaling faster than they're ready for. And the site's falling over, or customers are upset, or whatever the challenges are of that particular team. They sort of become victims of their own success. And they've been working nights and weekends and putting in a lot of hours, and suddenly those hours are just not enough. Like there's really just no more they can squeeze out of that team. They're already working in a super productive manner. And so what do they have to do? They have to grow the team. And so what starts off as a few people in a war room grows and grows. You hire some recruiters. You start to figure out how to get more people into the team. You're introducing new job functions, introducing new processes. Eventually, maybe you get to a new office and you get some cool T-shirts. And over time, the organism sort of morphs from those initial early days into something new, much more complex. And unfortunately, what often happens at this stage is that you really haven't moved very far. You haven't really moved the needle. You're still having problems, even though you're getting a lot more projects off the ground with all these new people. Those projects are still taking longer and longer to get out the door. What used to take a